Hi, today I'm going to demonstrate how the Teamgate workflow operates and how to get the most out of this award-winning Sales CRM. So let's get started. Teamgate is a web-based application, allowing you the mobility to use it on the go with an internet connection, anywhere and everywhere you want. We also have a mobile app for use with both Android and iOS phones. By using the same login details as you use on your desktop version, you're ready to take Teamgate with you wherever you go. So let's start at the beginning and examine how a workflow actually functions. The first section we're going to look at is the Leads section. The Leads section is where you house all of your contacts, initial contacts, and the place where you can import leads into the CRM software. Let's look at how you can do all of that. Firstly, there's the manual method. Click the button labeled New in the top left-hand corner. Fill in all of the details manually and press Save. The next means of getting leads into the system is by importing it. Click on the Import button, again in the top left-hand corner, and you'll be presented with several choices, offering you all the different options you have for importing data into the system. You can import the data from CSV files, XSLX files, Google Contacts, Mac address books, or Outlook and LinkedIn. And the third method for getting leads into your system is the fully automatic method. With this method, you can use WordPress web forms in conjunction with your WordPress website to generate leads and import them directly to the system. You can also use our landing pages, which you can easily place on your website and once again generate leads and automatically import them into the system. And another means of import is by using our Open API, which allows you to integrate with any other software that you happen to use, or simply just integrate your website with Teamgate. So, that's an overview of the methods by which you can get leads into your system. Next, we're going to take a closer look at what are the really important components of this section, the Leads section. Firstly, all of the leads can be specified by their status. When you enter a lead to the system, it will most likely be specified as new. Once you start actually working with this lead, you can then allocate another title to that lead. Hot lead, in progress, very hot lead, unqualified, etc. How you call these headings between new and unqualified is completely customizable, allowing you to create your own status titles as you wish. In the list view on the right-hand side, you will always be able to see who is responsible for each contact. In addition to this, everywhere in the system where you have any contacts, contact person, open sales opportunities, or simply sales opportunities, you will notice that every record has its own individual owner within the system. This allows you to know, at a glance, who is working with who and who is responsible for whatever action taken or which needs to be taken. You may also assign different people to different contacts and to different tasks. Another great function of the list view is that it allows you to use what we call our flexible filters. If you press on the filter button, that funnel-shaped icon in the top right-hand corner, you're presented with a list of all of the different filters available. There are a selection of Teamgate default filters, but you can add more filters according to your own criteria. Next, if you click on a lead contact card, you'll be able to see all the necessary information. The general information like phone numbers, email addresses, physical addresses, etc. Plus, you can also add links to their websites, social media accounts. You can specify the industry type, and what's more is that you can specify the source where your lead has come from. Also, these sources are fully customizable, which lets you create your own source titles according to your processes, and according to your industry or whatever works best for you. Another great feature is that you can specify different tags associated with your lead, which later on in the process allows you to use those tags as filters. So, if you go back into your list view and go to filters, here you'll see tags which you can use as filters for narrowing searches, etc. Back in the leads card and down beneath the tags, you have all of your custom fields. Here you can create your own fields and names for these fields. You can create different types of fields, like this one, where I've got a multi-select field and a single select field. And this one is simply a date field, which means that you can create different fields with different criteria and use it to specify different information. You can then use both fields as filters in the list view. And here you can see that I've got a custom fields, which you can choose from to be used as filters. In the central panel, you've got all of the communications history. So, if someone leaves a note or sends an email or text message, notes about meetings or creates a task, it's all available here in one place. Plus, in the upcoming events, if someone creates an event, such as a scheduled call or meeting, it's all available in the history section. And here's another big plus. If you send emails and attach files with the emails, or if you receive emails with files attached, copies of those emails and the attached files will also be available in the communication history. In addition to this, all those attached files will be listed in the Files block on the right, so you don't have to browse through a multitude of files in the leads history. You can find them all here and preview them within the system. It's as easy as that. So this is how the contact card looks. And once you plan activities, tasks, or any other events, you don't have to go into every single contact card to check what action needs to be taken or what you have to do. Just go to the small bell icon in the top right hand corner and you'll see all of the tasks and things you've assigned for yourself or have had assigned to you listed in one place. This block will illustrate all the tasks you have to do today, what tasks are overdue, and what tasks you have planned for the rest of the week. If you want to check on your colleagues, your staff, or your sales reps, just go to the calendar view at the top of the page and open the calendar section. Here you can choose your calendar view, events you may want to attend, along with the calendars of your colleagues. You can see all of their tasks and all of their events will be displayed here in the calendar, so you can check just how busy someone is at any given time. If you want to schedule a meeting with a colleague, you just have to browse through their calendar and check for their free time slot to schedule. Okay, so let's go back into the leads section. Let's take an example. You spoke with a lead and you realize that they're not interested in your product or services. So what you do is you unqualify him or her. Teamgate will ask you to specify at least one reason why the lead was unqualified. The reasons on qualification are all fully customizable, allowing you to change those reasons according to your own industry or sales process. So, I unqualified the lead. Choose a reason for unqualifying and then press save. The lead then stays within the leads section for possible further or later interaction. On the other hand, if we spoke to a lead and discovered that they are interested and would like to know more about the product or services we offer, or they have some other request, what we can do is now convert them to a sales pipeline and create an open opportunity. To do that, you simply press the Convert button here. You'll see that the system automatically asks you to create a deal. You can then enter a company name, or the person's name, or any other identifying title you want to give to that deal. Next, you can choose a stage in your pipeline, and then you specify an approximate deal value, and then, from a drop-down menu, you can choose the currency you wish to work in. Then you can choose an activity, such as a call or a meeting, in order to keep the sales opportunity fresh and active. Plus, if you don't want to handle the sales process yourself, you can select and allocate the process to a colleague, then simply press Convert. So, in that particular case, a contact card was created for a person under People, And a contact card was created for a company under companies. Plus, an open deal or sales opportunity card was also created. Now, if I close the card and the system reloads, you'll see that the person has been removed from the leads section. You can now find this person in the people, companies, or deals section. And here he is. Company and people cards look basically the same as leads cards. And if you go inside, you will find all the information that's necessary, and you'll see that all the information that we had in the leads section was transferred. Tags, custom fields, communication history, plus you'll always be able to see the associated contacts if you have any open deals or any other relevant information. And it's going to be the very same with the company's card. So if you go into the company's card, you'll be able to find all the information there too, communication history and the other related information over on the right hand side. So now let's go into the sales pipeline. There are a few things you need to know about the sales pipeline. And the first thing to know is that the sales pipeline is fully customizable. That just means that you can create multiple pipelines within Teamgate. Having multiple pipelines allows you to deal with a multitude of different sales processes. These multiple pipelines can cater for different customer groups involved with, example, varying products or services, sales processes with changeable time frames, industry sectors, geographic locations, or any other reason which demands a separate sales pipeline. The next thing you need to know is that the pipeline itself is fully customizable. This means that you can create more stages if necessary, and you can delete stages if you find you've got too many. Or you can simply leave those 5 stages the way we have it set up here on this demo account. Then just rename it and use it as it is. Once you have open opportunities in the pipeline, we usually recommend working in the pipeline itself. That means you don't have to go into the company contacts card or the person's contact card. All of these actions that you plan and apply to the open opportunity, you can do it all in the pipeline itself. To plan actions or activities, all you have to do is just press right here, and you can select and plan the activity that you want to perform. Or you can go inside the contacts card, and here again you'll be able to create activities and events. Plus, you don't have to worry about them being displayed in the contacts card because everything that you create in the open sales opportunity or in the sales opportunity, because of all of these events and activities, will automatically be associated with your contact company and your contact person. To work in the pipeline itself, all you have to do is simply drag and drop your sales opportunities within the pipeline. And at any stage, when you're ready to close that one, you can either win it, you can change the pipeline, or you can lose the sales opportunity altogether. If you happen to lose the opportunity, the system will ask you once again to specify at least one reason why the opportunity was lost. These reasons are fully customizable, which lets you create your own reasons in the settings, and later on you can use it to specify and clarify the situation. This lets you see the reasons why you are losing opportunities, and perhaps make some more changes in your process. You can also compare different sales reps to see how they are performing and what are the reasons they've logged for losing deals. These lost opportunities and the reasons behind them can help you analyze your sales process more effectively. Plus, you can do more. You can also specify the source where both lost and won sales opportunities came from. This allows you to analyze, firstly, what are your sales sources? Which sources bring the most value? Which sources bring you less sales? And this allows you to plan your marketing activities or your business development plans according to the different insights coming from this data. So, if I press save now, my sales opportunity disappears from the active sales pipeline. And to find all of my opportunities, regardless of whether they are lost or still active, I can just switch the pipeline into the list view and I'll find all of my opportunities here, won or lost. Another feature is that everywhere in the system you can use flexible filtering. If you want to filter deals by some other specific criteria, you can do that by simply applying the filters right here, and it will filter the search, leaving only the actual information you require. This is basically how the Teamgate workflow process works. You start with your leads, import them, generate them automatically, or manually import them into the system. You communicate with them, convert them into sales, or unqualify them. And once you've done that, you can work on your sales opportunities in the sales pipeline. You communicate with your customers once again. And then once you close your sales opportunities, it's time to look at some of the results. If you want to take a quick overview of all that data and all the results which were entered into Teamgate, you go into the dashboard, and here you'll find a quick overview of all the information that was entered. Firstly, you can apply filters in terms of which person you want to take a look at. You can even select several people, and the results will be displayed here. Then you'll be able to view such information as how many leads you've generated over a certain time period, what your pipeline is. The system will give you a forecast of your sales, taking into account how many open sales opportunities you have and what stage they're at, what's the sale average, and how long it takes you to close the deal. This is a great way to give you a forecast on your sales automatically. Here you can see your revenue. Plus, you can set sales plans for your sales reps, and you can see how well they're performing. The grey column is the sales plan, the dark green is the actual result, and the light green is the forecast for the upcoming month. In this section, you'll be able to track the performance of the person or the group of people you've selected. If you've set plans for these people, how many calls they have to make, how many meetings they need to have, or any other tasks you create for your employees or for yourself, you can select them here and track their performance over a given time period. This information may look simple, but it's really important because it gives you the necessary information on how many deals you need to have in the pipeline in order to close one successfully, and how many leads you need to generate in order to close a deal. In this section, you have a quick overview of your pipeline. Select the pipeline you want to view, and you can see how many opportunities you've got at certain stages, for what amount of money, and if you press on that amount, it will take you straight into the pipeline. Up here, you've got your top lost sales reasons, and here you can compare a selected person against the team average. Also, here you've just got a list of all the open opportunities which you can filter by value or stage, or just use for a general overview. Over on the right hand side, you've got the activity feed. This acts like a kind of registry of all activities that have been entered in the various fields across Teamgate. For example, if someone created a deal, if someone left a note, or if someone made a call, all of that information will be registered here where you can check at any time. Again, here you can apply filters for events, users, dates, etc., and keep up to date with what's really going on. Or, if you want to gain a deeper insight or a better analysis of the overall position, you can go to the Teamgate analysis section right here. First of all, let's see what you can do here. You can set goals for your employees, your sales reps, or for yourself. You can set goals in terms of sales revenue or any other activities or tasks which have to be performed on a daily basis, making calls, emails, or any other activity that you can decide on. Here you can start tracking the activity performance. So, it will show you how someone is doing, how many calls they've made, how many tasks they've completed. And if you press on that percentage, it will display a list of all completed tasks and offers. You have a really quick overview on all the activity tracking. In the leads section, you'll find the information on how many leads you've created, how many of them were converted to sales, how many were unqualified, and also if there's been any change over a selected period of time. You will also find unqualified reasons, why a lead was unqualified that is, allowing you to analyze this information and plan your marketing activities accordingly, or make any necessary change to your sales process steps. In the sales pipeline, you can view a variety of graphs. Some of the most interesting ones are the sales funnel, where you find the information on your conversion rate, where the opportunities were dropped, and at what stage, along with the total number of won deals. Once again, you can analyze this information and compare different sales reps, check what's really going on, and apply any lessons learned well into the future. In sales movement, the graph illustrates how long does an opportunity stay at a certain stage within your sales pipeline. This allows you to track this information and identify any bottlenecks occurring and requiring attention. It also allows you to compare how your sales reps are performing and at what stages they are losing momentum. This can allow you to gather some best practices from across your team to deal with any problems with momentum. In the marketing section, you will find some really important information, which we talked about at the start. Where are your leads coming from? What industries they are coming from? What locations? And you can find the same information with all of your deals. You'll see what sources bring you most deals, what sources bring you most won deals, and what sources are not so productive, along with the other information regarding source countries and industries. And the final one is the sales results section. Here you'll find all the information about sales and revenue, how many sales you've transacted, for what amount, who are your top customers, what are the reasons for lost opportunities, and what is the overall profitability. So, that was a quick run through and an overview of the multi-award winning Teamgate CRM. If you've got any further questions or comments, don't hesitate to contact me and I'll be happy to assist you. Well, that's about it. Thanks a lot for your time, and goodbye for now.